We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we record this podcast.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Hey, Mikaela.
Hey, girl. How you going?
Welcome back to our podcast.
Yes, this is very exciting.
Dude, I was actually late today because Tarek was telling me about an encounter he had.
Ooh.
He helps the police today.
Excuse me?
Yeah. So there's a property across from us that's right now it's like a demolition zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just a pit in the ground. And like weeks ago now, I think he saw like kids coming out of it.
Oh.
But today he was just telling me he saw these two people, like from our house, you can kind of see if people go into that property hole, whatever it's called right now. And they were wearing these like high-vis jumpers, like not proper high-vis, but as if like a tradie would wear it.
Yeah.
And so Tarek kind of saw them, you know, like slowly walking around like near the gate and was like, that's a bit sus. And like stayed really still inside in case they would like somehow see him. And then like they turned around and instead of their faces, they were wearing ski masks.
Oh, no.
So, like...
What?
It's as if you're trying to blend in, but then, like, also I might rob a bank.
That's terrifying.
A ski mask. And so he, like, kept an eye on them and called the police.
Yeah.
And there's a longer story than that. Like, he, like, kept a safe distance, but I believe, like, at some point he drove and, like, saw where they were going.
Oh, yeah.
Because the police, like, went in and tried to see where they'd gone. But this particular pit has like fences around it that lead to so many neighbors' gardens.
Oh, that's terrifying.
You could use it to try to get into so many places if that's what they were trying to do.
Ew.
So I was like, wow.
Ew.
So
rowdy.
Eventually, like, they left, they changed out of their high-vis jumpers. And Tarek saw what they'd changed into and, like, drove up the road and actually got some, like, incognito photos.
Oh, my God, I love him. This is, like...
Of them, like, walking past.
Yeah.
And so I think that helped the police, and the police, like, did get them, but I don't know if it actually results in anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they took anything.
No, maybe they were just scoping out, like, the neighbours, see if they can get into their houses through that property, but, like...
Yeah, because they didn't... I don't think the police or Tarek saw... where they went.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they just went to the pit to have a drink or something and they didn't stick around.
That's so creepy.
I don't know. That was really cool. So, oh my goodness. Like, it's not the first time he's been, like, undercover in the neighborhood.
I love it. I don't have any exciting news from my day.
That's a shame.
No.
I imagine when it's the winter time, installing solar, is that better or worse than in the summer? Because it's not scalding, but I imagine it's really cold.
It depends. Like, normally we try and do it outside of, like, obviously if there's rain, we can't do it. But if you get up, like, in the morning at, like, 8 a.m. or whatever, where I am, is so cold that you have to put gloves on because if you touch the panels, it's, like, freezing cold metal. So,
I'd hate that.
like, you got to trap all the panels and get them on the roof in the morning, and it's like... My hands are so cold, they're almost sticking to the metal.
Oh, no, that's not the job for me.
Yeah, it's, I don't know if I prefer heat or cold. I'd probably rather work in the rain than in the sun, to be honest. Like, hot sun.
Yeah, the way Australia's sun gets, absolutely.
Like normal...
If it was England, you'd change your mind.
Yeah, like normal sort of sun, you know, 20-ish, 20, low 20s is good. 30 and above, no, put me in the rain.
Melbourne doesn't know what you're talking about. It's like, you want 30 in the rain? Gotcha.
Oh, yes, I can do this. Oh, dear.
Oh, okay, I've opened my notes.
Here we go.
I'm glad you're sitting down because this is going to be a biggie.
I'm excited, though. Hit me.
Thank you. Well, in my head, I've already named this episode. And I guess we need to put part 1 because, oh my God, I have so many pages of notes. This is the closest I felt to a podcast host. Like, and that's how we drink.
Yeah.
Because I have so many notes.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, this episode is called Arbonne Deep Dive. Can multi-level marketing be ethical or is it a pyramid scheme? Da 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 da. Maybe I need to insert some like spooky music.
I think definitely add to the ambiance.
Yes, the ambiance. So, let's kick in. What do they say on And That's How We Drink?
Let's crack into it. I think.
Let's crack into it.
I can't remember.
Awesome. Shout out Christine and Em. We love you a lot.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I won't try and get bitchy because a lot of podcasts that talk about MLMs you might not have heard, but they get a bit bitchy. So it's going to provide information about what an MLM is in general, if an MLM can be ethical.
Yep.
And so for this, we're focusing on one that really intrigues me, and that is Arbonne. So Mikaela, have you heard of Arbonne?
I have. Yeah.
What do you know about them already?
I feel like they've been around for a little while because I feel like I've had things try to be sold to me, and it's on the premise that it's like, you know, sort of naturally, like natural beauty and, you know, good products, but I don't know why I haven't bought anything from them. I feel like I do have a little bit of an insight into, like, you said it really nicely, and it's also all I can say now is like MLM. It's like an MLM.
Yes, oh my gosh.
So I feel like I can't stop saying MLM. Yeah.
MLM.
So I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge. I haven't bought anything from them and I probably wouldn't, but please enlighten me as to why.
Well, you're pretty on the money about what Arbonne is. And in case anyone doesn't know, they sell skincare, beauty products, nutritional products, like supplements, protein powders. Everything is cruelty-free. I'm not 100% sure, but I think most of it's vegan. And they promote heavily like a natural and clean living.
Yes.
Their products are pretty pricey if you've ever looked online.
That's probably why I haven't bought any.
Yeah, super pricey. And I think at some point, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they went through like a huge change advertising-wise where like they used to appeal to women like older than
you know what it reminds me of?
40-ish?
I feel like it's like Clinique when it first started, or there's this company called Mary Kay, and I think it's American, and I actually got sucked into that with a friend, and we went to like a consulting thing, and they tried to get us to sign up, and we panicked and walked away with like a free lip gloss and something else for like 3 hours of our time.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Mary Kay is on my list. They are also an MLM.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes. So it is actually really similar to Mary Kay. I think Arbonne is probably at least marketed as like a more natural or the rest. I think their target market used to be more like 40, 50-year-old women, but they did a total shift so that they're now in like the 20s and 30s
you and I
range. Yes, we're right there.
Bang in the middle.
So we are potential prey. Yes, they're kind of pricey. The target market is now us. Lucky us. But the only way to purchase from them is online via their website or through an independent Arbonne consultant. You'll never find them in a store. And that's where the MLM part comes in. So, do you know anything already about MLMs?
MLMs? Yes. Well, like I said, I had my experience with Mary Kay. I feel like someone I knew got really sucked into, I want to say it's like Herbalife or like one of those like the shakes, nutrition shakes and stuff. And I was kind of like, and she was like posting all of this stuff that she had, like huge boxes of product that was like, I'm selling all this. And I was like, oh my God, did you have to buy all of that? Because so my understanding is, you know, there's different levels. You've got the bottom people who are like the consultants, and they buy a bulk product to then on sell, and they get like points and stuff, and they move up, I think, into the next level. But there's always that one at the top.
Yes, you're on the money. MLM stands for multi-level marketing. So you're completely right that there's these levels to it. And it's often likened to a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
It's also often likened to cults.
Oh.
Yeah, fun. And a pyramid scheme, I'm guessing you know a bit about pyramid schemes because of what you just said. Cool. And so what I know, because talking language like this, if you are in an MLM or if you know someone in an MLM, saying it's a pyramid scheme, that is a one-way ticket to pissing them off.
Yes.
So I'll go into a bit more detail because there are technicalities to it. And from the research I've done, they sound so similar. And I wish I could say it's like there's one that's illegal and one that's legal, but that might not be technically correct.
Sure.
So I'll just leave that where it is. So a pyramid scheme, or at least an illegal pyramid scheme, looks very much like you'd expect. There's one person at the top, and let's say they recruit 5 people into the business that are going to invest. They, in turn, recruit 5 new people, each of who invest. So now there's 25 new people. Each of these 25 people, they also recruit 5 people, get cash from them. Now there's 125 people. if those 125 people also recruit 5 new people
Stop.
each. Do you want to guess how many that is already?
No, maths is not my skill, but I imagine it's a lot.
I'll just go ahead and tell you. It's 15,625 people.
Holy shit.
Right?
That's so much.
That went from 125 to 15,000.
Far out.
So you can see how quickly this grows. And you can see how if you were the person at the top, you'd get a whole hunk of cash for every single one of these levels. And so you can see why you would want to be at the top. Because as long as there are new people investing, it can actually work out fine. The people at the top keep getting higher, but unfortunately, there isn't an infinite amount of people. So in this example, that was just 3 tiers of the pyramid, let's say. All you would need to go through is 13 more, and then there's no one left on Earth to invest.
Whoa.
That's it.
My mind just exploded.
So that's it for the maths section today, guys. You can have a drink
Calm
of wine
down
now.
Sure.
And so, 13 tiers later, there's no one left on Earth to invest. The money can do nothing. You've got no one else there. And so the later you join in this scheme, the worse it is, the less money you're going to make from it, and the less profit there's going to be. The person at the top, they're sitting pretty. They've been there all along.
Wow.
So an MLM is similar to this. From the outside, it could look the same. Indeed, they have the same shape. But instead of just saying, hey, random person, here's my business idea, give me money, there's products involved. So instead of directly giving money to someone, and that someone is known as your upline, you're selling products. For those products, you earn a commission, and your upline also earns some commission.
What was the title? Sorry, upline or
UP, upline.
Oh, upline, right?
Yeah. So the person that's up from you.
Sure, makes sense.
In what shape that goes, I have no idea. I'm already pissing people off. Let's see how we go.
We are neutral. We are neutral.
Neutral parties, I swear. So it sounds like you've already listed one, Mary Kay, but I wanted to share a few big MLMs.
I'll let you know if I know any.
Yes, let me know. Amway.
Nope.
They are health, beauty, and homeware products. I think they're actually called American Way. So
okay, probably, yeah.
It stands for American Way. So I think they're just in America. Herbalife.
Yep.
Avon.
Yep.
doTERRA.
Vaguely sounds familiar.
They do essential oils.
Oh, that's a whole nother ball game.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes.
Tupperware.
Oh, I know them and I love them with my whole heart.
Team Beachbody.
Don't know that one.
I think that might just be American. They're interesting, to say the least. But that's health food and nutrition food. Arbonne.
Yes,
hey.
we know that one.
LuLaRoe.
I feel like that vaguely sounds familiar. Not sure.
It might do, because there's been a documentary about them now.
It's not activewear, is it?
They began with leggings
that were like semi-close.
Really jazzy prints and stuff. And I think they then went on to do dresses, tops, and everything.
Yeah, sure.
But there's a great documentary on them if you want to get real deep. The last one, so all of them were actually on a list of the current top 100 MLMs.
Right.
But this last one I wanted to put on the list just to see if you knew The Body Shop.
Oh, no. I did not know.
Dude, I keep forgetting.
Oh my God.
So that one, I honestly could maybe do a whole other podcast episode on, but I don't want this to become the MLM podcast.
I don't know. Maybe we've got a target audience for that. Who knows?
It's a rowdy group.
Wow.
But yeah, The Body Shop kind of is and kind of isn't, because The Body Shop still has physical shops.
Yeah.
But there is a whole other side of it called The Body Shop at Home.
Oh.
And that is the MLM part of it, where you can get consultants. A lot of the time they do body shop parties, hence the at-home part. So it might be like someone's 17th birthday or something like that. They come over, show you heaps of products. And I think that if enough people buy stuff, then the friend that hosts it gets like a free.
Do you know what? It's so funny. I remember my mum having an Intimo party, and it's like bras and stuff, when I was probably pretty young, like first sort of bras. And I remember they did fittings, and I got 2 bras, the most basic, boring bras. I shit you not, and I still have both of them. And I'm talking that is like so old, like teenage years. So they're probably well over like 15 years old.
They still work?
That one is getting a little bit sad. I'm going to just I think I need to get rid of it. But one of them is still going well.
Wow.
What the frick? I'm probably grossing a lot of people out, but honestly.
Good.
And I'm
Good
pretty
for
sure,
those bras.
yeah, it was pretty sure it was like, oh, buy a bra, because if you get a bra, my mum bought it for me. But if you get it, that means I get this, and this. And I was like, okay, I'll take a free bra. So there you go.
Cool.
I definitely would get sucked into those home parties.
Yeah, and I know that I went to one in the UK, maybe not a body shop one, but I remember at university someone hosting an Anne Summers party. And Anne Summers is the UK as close as we get to Sexyland, that shop.
Yeah.
So it was like an all-girl party with like sweets and stuff shaped like you know what.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, very random fact.
That's so funny.
Maybe this doesn't make it to the main podcast.
We can decide later.
Maybe this is on the Patreon special. So like they were handing out the different vibrators and like dildos and stuff so you could like feel them and stuff. And the woman that was presenting it said like, if it's a vibrating one, turn it on, put it on your nose.
What?
And if you sneeze, it means that it's gonna do good things for you.
That is so funny. Imagine that, just sitting around with all your friends, like just putting them on your nose and being like, "Ouch!"
Like, wow, I
need to buy these, all of them, please.
That's right.
So
I've been
funny.
sneezing all night. It was like, yeah, I just took that with me. I've got no idea if it's true or not.
Yeah, who cares? That's a great conversation.
Like, now I know.
That's so funny.
Fun fact.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe not fact, but hey,
fun.
Yeah, there we go.
Fun, maybe fact.
Fun, maybe fact. Yeah. Hey, another fun fact. And I don't have the Australian stats, sorry, but according to the Direct Selling Association, which is kind of what the legal practice comes under, if it's multi-level marketing that's legal and not a pyramid scheme, then the Direct Selling Association kind of represents it. Okay, there are 18.6 million Americans involved in direct sales. So like, and I assume a lot of them is this multi-level marketing. 74% of them are women.
Oh, actually I feel like that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, if we look at the brands that I just listed, Amway, Herbalife, Avon, doTERRA, Tupperware, Team Beachbody, Arbonne, LuLaRoe, The Body Shop.
They're very
a lot of
feminine.
them very feminine, focused towards health, body, skincare, cosmetics. And so, yeah, that is like the target audience. And so that target audience is the one that's most likely to get involved.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
And then there is that 26% that's men. There's actually something really fun in the LuLaRoe documentary and stuff that I watched. They had this whole thing about retiring your husbands.
What?
Like that was a saying within it. It was like very family focused, like be the I say be the breadwinner, but I'm not sure if they said that. They distinctly said retire your husband.
Retire your husband.
But then the idea was to then bring them into your business. So like,
you're
retire
not
your husband,
retiring them. You're just...
then bring them, straight out of retirement and make them sell leggings for you online.
What? That is so funny. I think you should definitely link that documentary. I would like a bit of viewing. I think that would be interesting.
If I can, I will. I know that it's on Amazon Prime. I think it's like 4 episodes. So like sink your teeth in for a good 4 hours. I watched it in one day. Didn't mean to.
They're the best, though.
I know. I got a little bit hooked.
Yeah, watch it in shock. Like, what?
Oh my goodness! All that over leggings? What? And Tupperware is one of the oldest MLMs. And in fact, it was so successful that Tupperware is now just what we call food containers.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh, have you seen that funny video? I feel like it might have been a podcast. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I went and got my Tupperware. And the other guy's like, wait, what? Say that again. What'd you say?
What?
He's like, Tupperware. He's like, no, wait. What?
No.
Tub-o-ware. He's like, dude, it's Tupperware.
That's not what it is.
I was like, oh my God. I'm just going to call all of my containers Tupperware.
Tupperware. That makes sense.
That's
Why
so
didn't
funny.
they do that?
Tupperware. Yeah,
Tupperware.
Tupperware. I don't know.
Okay, petition to change it. Yeah, it's just crazy that...
That is crazy.
It made its way into being a household name.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yep, it did really well. And honestly, I think it's because of this marketing plan. And it's because women could hold Tupperware parties in their homes, hanging out with friends, and they could make some money.
For sure. So that was probably one of the first ones.
Yeah, at least one of the ones that did really well. I think that Amway is also, I think that's been around for a long time. But Arbonne has actually also been around a while. It's been going since 1975.
Wow, that's way longer than I thought.
Yeah, me too. It's been through a few little makeovers, I think, in its time.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think my keyword of today is wow.
Wow.
I feel like I've said it so many times already.
That's good. We need to make t-shirts one day. It's like, yeah, get with the catchphrases now.
Yeah, wow.
I notice in everyday life I say yikes so much, but I don't think I've brought that into the podcast yet.
That's good. I've noticed that I keep saying, oh, that's depressing. Like when something, like I drop something off the roof, or I don't know, I don't have a tool or whatever. I'm just like, oh, that's depressing. And I've noticed that I'm saying it. And same thing I've said to people, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I need to stop saying that. As soon as you realize it's something you say, it's ruined.
It's fine. We're going to stick it on a pin.
You can say yikes. I can say yikes and you can say wow. We'll just change it up a bit.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh, okay. After that short intermission.
Yeah, sorry. I get distracted real easy.
Where are we? So it worked really well because these women could hold Tupperware parties in their home, hang out with their friends, and while they did that, they could make some money. And with the other ones as well, like with beauty products, skincare, health, like weight products, I guess, it was all usually around ways to better yourself. They were all like air quotations good products. And so like there's nothing that's like inherently wrong about any of them. It's like it's all going to make your life a bit better. And so if you can earn a living while improving people's lives, selling these products that make people's lives better.
Sounds like the dream.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The absolute dream. So that is like the MLM side, right? So like it's not just your business, you're also trying to bring people in to the business. They're selling a lifestyle, they're selling an easy way to make money, helping others. They're selling you hope that you can afford a better future while working from home and really just in your spare time whenever you want to. They always say you can work as little or as often as you like.
Yeah.
And so you can imagine if you're a student or working part-time, even if you're a full-time parent, the idea that you can make money selling products that you love, it sounds easy. It sounds like it makes sense.
For sure.
And these MLMs also often surround you with like a super positive community.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah? With any of your friends, has that been the case?
With, a girl that I used to work with. And I think she went to like I want to say convention, but that's not the right word, like a interstate seminar show or whatever. And there was heaps of people there. It was like at like a stadium, and there was people on stage, and they were like wearing sequins, and like it looked really good. It looked like so much fun, and they were super positive, really like good reinforcement. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't think she is doing it now, but at the time I was kind of like, I was a bit judgy, not gonna lie. But then once I saw that, I was like, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah,
it looks like it's a really fun time. You're surrounded by people that support you, that you support,
positivity,
that are like-minded.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them MLMs will hold like huge conventions like that and like festivals, and you can get giveaways, you can get holidays if you do well in your
pretty sure there was business. Like a car giveaway, like, and it was like a nice car. So I was like, what?
I don't think I'll get to it in this part of the Arbonne deep dive, but Arbonne has a thing about white Mercedes.
That
if you get to a certain rank, the white Mercedes is what everyone is real keen beans for. Another thing that they often say to you is that you're now a small business owner, despite realistically, like in my own opinion, you're a sales rep for a huge company. And it makes becoming your own boss sound like the most stress-free, easy thing in the world.
It's not the case.
Realistically, like in my head, yes, you can choose your own hours, but it's more like you're an Uber Eats driver of like the sales rep world.
Yeah.
It's more like that than a business owner. And becoming your own boss, I'm sure you can talk to. It's not easy. There's so much to do. And on top of all of this, well, the closest it is to being your own business is the fact that you're suddenly dealing with your own tax.
Oh, right.
Doing your own schedule and only earning money if you make a sale. That is
stressful.
Super stressful.
Very stressful.
So like it all depends on the amount of time you have to work on the business and the amount you want to make from it. So depending on the amount of time you have to work on this business and the amount you want to make from it, be careful. A great tip I heard is to note down every day how many hours you work on the business, how much you spend on it, be that buying products from the MLM itself or just office supplies, whatever, and write down how many sales you make, like how much money you're making from it.
For sure.
If you can look back at your own data, or as the rest of the world says, data, you will see pretty quickly if the business will actually make you a profit or not.
That's a good point.
So, any questions about general MLMs before I plunge into Arbonne?
I don't think so. I think plunge away.
Plunge away. All right, the plunging shall begin. So,
I am strapped in.
Whoa. Where did that seatbelt come from? Oh my God, if you guys could see. Wow.
I've got a full harness, safety helmet.
What's going on? It's all sequined.
Goggles.
I expect nothing less from you.
Of course.
Okay.
Good
Sorry
luck.
if my chair's squeaky.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
So, Arbonne was founded by Petter Mork. And no, I have not made a spelling error. It is P-E-T-T-E-R. Petter.
P-E-T-T-E-R. Is that a lady or a male?
It is a gentleman. Founded by Petter Mork in 1975.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, Petter worked in the cosmetics industry, and he wasn't happy with what he saw being put in them. So that's why he founded Arbonne, and from pretty early on, they started using direct sales method for selling. This is Petter's mission statement, and I should mention, I don't think Petter is with us anymore, but I believe his son still works with Arbonne.
Right.
But his mission statement is to develop, produce, and market Arbonne skincare and wellness products that are unparalleled in quality, purity, safety, and beneficial results. To create and organize meaningful and challenging opportunities for people seeking financial, professional, social. Wow.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
I'll start that whole sentence again.
That's cool.
To create and organize meaningful and challenging opportunities for people seeking financial, professional, social, and cultural rewards. That's kind of where the MLM part comes in. And to contribute locally, nationally, and internationally to the improvement of our ecological, social, and cultural environment.
Wow. But, like, that actually sounds pretty good.
Sounds damn good,
Yeah.
Hey? There's nothing wrong.
No.
Nothing's
I think
going on
that's a
wrong
great concept to, like, start a business.
There's actually a quote of his that I think is one of his most famous, and I believe it's along the lines of, when you make women millionaires, they're going to change the world.
Well, yeah, I think that's also valid.
Sounds pretty great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it kind of stops there. So despite that first one, despite his mission to make skincare and wellness products that are unparalleled in quality, purity, safety, Arbonne has had to recall products in 2016, 2017, and 2020. In fact, since 2009, there have actually been 7 product recalls. I won't go into it, for using harmful levels of certain ingredients in their products. Whoopsie.
Oh, a bit of a change from 1975.
Don't worry, though. Arbonne's been fine. In the past, I think between 2001 and 2002, this stat was like in the past year, so I'm just going to guess it was that. They actually experienced a 26% growth rate.
Right.
So they're fine.
I think
doesn't matter.
Totally fine.
And I'm not surprised, honestly, because that was during a pandemic that led to us all spending way more time at home. And I'm not surprised if a few people thought,
hey, why not give it a go if I can work from home? And I think too is people get sort of excited at the idea of having product at their disposal. Like, I feel like you think you're getting all these free goodies, and obviously you're trying the stuff you're selling, but it can definitely sort of twist in your brain a little bit that you're like, oh, I'm getting this for free. But it's like, no, you paid for it.
Yeah.
Easily sucked in. I would do that 100%.
We've got you on board. When are you joining?
Yes, I know. Crap.
Become a hun. I actually had a friend join Arbonne.
Oh, there you go.
And that was during the pandemic. And so that's kind of where my fascination for Arbonne in particular came from. So at that point, I did a whole heap of research. And at first glance, most MLMs looked okay from what they're selling. You know, that whole like clean living stuff.
Yep.
And Arbonne looked like it was the best of the whole bunch of them. So I'll start with the cons of Arbonne because there are some great things to mention, including Arbonne is actually certified a B Corp.
I actually don't know what that means.
Basically means they have a very high level of ethics.
Oh, well, there you go. That's good.
It's great. It confuses me a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a few discussions. I believe there's a Reddit for like B Corps, if that makes any sense. And there are a few people saying, how come Arbonne got this certificate? Because multi-level marketing isn't looked on
as ethical
nicely. Yeah, as ethical. And there were a few people saying like, well, it's because the business itself outside of that is great and they give a lot to charity, etc. They've got really high standards. Their staff, not the multi-level marketing staff, other like in-office staff, they are all paid really well, treated really well. Nice offices. So that part of it is all B Corp certified. And I feel like they just don't take into account this side. But still, it means that Arbonne itself is like an upstanding business.
Yeah.
It's great that they're all cruelty-free. If you do want to become one of the consultants, there are perks to it, being there's bonuses depending on your tier, trips, your own white Mercedes, like I said before. And there's Arbonne Cycle. Have you heard of that?
No.
You know TerraCycle?
Yes. Do they recycle their packaging or products?
Pretty much.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, the packaging that Arbonne has, there isn't like a huge incentive, but I know that there's some marketing behind it saying, hey guys,
For sure.
whatever your Arbonne products are, you can send it to us or to a certain location and they will be recycled with TerraCycle.
Oh, that's good.
It's pretty good. But me being me, my personal opinion is if you want to reduce waste,
Don't produce
and if that
it in the first place.
yeah,
Yep.
if that's like your highest thing,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. On this note, I think it's in relation to our ethos. I saw in the UK that Coca-Cola was introducing new bottle caps to assist with recycling. So they're permanently attached to the bottle so they don't come off. And I was like, interesting.
Oh.
So I clicked on the article. It's literally like a ring pull. So it's got that little plastic bit at the bottom, so right at the neck of the bottle, and then the bottle top screws on top of that. Normally it snaps off, and then you have the bottle top separate. But it's actually permanently attached at the side to that little ring. I was like, no way in hell are people going to twist that off and leave it attached. They're just going to pull it off. I was like, why don't you just stop making crap like that? But anyway, I was like,
why don't you just switch to the tins?
Go back to glass, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, distracted.
Silly Coca-Cola. One day they'll hear this.
Oh, they'll totally change.
That's right. This is all they needed.
Yeah.
2 green girls.
That's correct.
So yeah, the whole Arbonne Cycle thing, I feel like if they really care, they wouldn't use the plastic bottles to begin with.
For sure.
So in the words of Shania Twain, it don't impress me much. It really don't. There are so many amazing businesses that like we know in Melbourne that use reusable containers, jars. They opt for glass, aluminium, which is heaps easier to recycle than plastic.
For sure.
And then there's businesses like Ep.5, which is global, by the way, that make solid bar products, and they just use cardboard packaging.
I love them.
So yeah, it's
possible. That's the thing. It's possible. Why?
It's possible. We can see from these businesses that you can do it and you can make
I think it's just the
doing it.
added cost initially, or I don't know, I feel like plastic is just so cheap, and that's why people are so keen on it. But it's like, there's all these alternatives.
I think it's lighter, which also makes it cheaper. Plastic, I think, is cheaper to produce.
For sure. It's definitely lighter than glass.
Yeah. And I believe products potentially keep better or longer in plastic. So there are reasons. I understand
there's reasons,
why they would do it. But also, stop. So anyway, I'm already getting tucked into the cons. So here are some more. Arbonne's pretty pricey. That's like the most obvious thing. But if you compare it with really similar products with similar ingredients, often Arbonne is more expensive. But I suppose this is a bit of a pro. If you join Arbonne as a consultant,
discount,
you get a 35% discount.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you're a preferred client, which means you're not a consultant, but you also get a discount, I think that's 25. I think it depends what you're buying. Like the discount goes up and down. If you did want to be a rep, well, I think it's technically called a consultant if I'm getting it right.
Consultant sounds much fancier.
Precisely. So you're an Arbonne consultant, and it's actually really cheap to do. I suppose this could be a pro if you're looking to join a multi-level marketing company. This one's only $65 to join, and that's Australian dollars.
One-off fee?
Pretty much.
Really?
You don't get much for it. They make you an Arbonne website, or they just give you the
like
Arbonne website,
link.
but it's got your link to it, so that anyone that shops through it, of course, you'll get commission from them. And I think they give you like a booklet, and they connect you with people and groups so that you're an Arbonne gal.
Yeah.
Or Arbonne pal. Let's go for that. So, yeah, because joining Arbonne as a consultant is that cheap, though, I think there's a lot of people that just become consultants for that discount. And the preferred client membership, which gives you whatever discount, that's only $25 per year. So it's pretty...
Shit.
Yeah, you can do that and then heaps of money off everything. Like, it makes things a much more manageable amount.
For sure.
For just $25, if you really like Arbonne, that sounds great. And I think if you spend enough money on like a single order, then you kind of get it for free anyway. That's really clever. Like, from a marketing standpoint from Arbonne, this is a huge incentive. It dips your toes into the Arbonne world, and suddenly you've got a really great reason to stay loyal to Arbonne. Like, marketing wise, it's so smart.
For sure.
people love getting a great deal. Like if I said to you right now, 2 identical dresses, one is $100, one was 150, but it's on sale right now for 100.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to choose?
$100 one.
Which one? $100 one.
The sale one.
Okay, there we go.
Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, it used to be $150. Like, that's a bigger discount. I'm going to get the one that's on sale.
Yeah, you got a discount. Yeah. Even if it's like
the same.
And if that's beauty products, it could be the exact same ingredients. Might have slightly better looking packaging, but suddenly you feel special because you got a discount.
Exactly.
Like,
you can tell all your friends,
deal.
Oh, I saved so much.
Yeah. And I think a lot of this appealed to my friend. For a tiny bit of background, she's in her 20s. She's got 2 young kids. Really awesome people person. She joined during COVID, and I think at that time she wanted to earn a bit of money. She wanted to be a little more healthy. She wanted a positive community. And Arbonne gave her all of that. Boom, overnight. And once you join, I learned these things from her, I suppose. Once you join, there are certain things these companies ask you to do that I keep seeing time and time again now. They tell you to make a list of 100 people. So friends, families, that could become your customers or that you might be able to share the opportunity with. And they give you templates as well. And this is often referred to as hey hun messages. You might have even actually got some of these yourselves. They'll say, hey hun, it's been so long. How are you? I've just started this really amazing business and I think you would be perfect for it too. ... etc. Emojis. And my friend knew that I was into cruelty-free and healthy living. So guess who she sent a hey hun message to? I was the hun. I got hunned.
Oh no.
And I won't read what she sent out, but I'm pretty sure it was a template.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, she has never called me hun before.
Yeah, you're like, this
She's never used this many emojis. So, like, I just felt kind of like icky from the get-go. I wanted to see what was going on. And she invited me to a call with her upline, or at least I assume it was her upline. Maybe it was just someone that knew a lot about Arbonne. Yeah. And I thought the call was going to be about the products and what we might be interested in buying or what the ingredients were, that sort of thing. But really it just explained what Arbonne was, what my friend was signing up for, and letting us know that we could join her team if we wanted to.
Right. So they're trying to poach you.
Yeah. It felt pretty icky. I had to think why? Arbonne looks really great. Why do I feel really icky?
Yeah.
And at that point, it was because they're relying on people to sell straight to their family and friends. They might not know about the company. Really manipulative. It's playing on their trust for you and that they want to support you.
Well, that's exactly right. Because I feel like if you came to me and was like, hey, Mick, I've just started selling this really cool stuff. It's cruelty-free. I think you'd really like it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, great. I'll support you. I'll give you, I'll do a little purchase or whatever.
And I'm not surprised you thought of me either because of having Beacon Cocoa, as small as it is, it's still very much a target audience for the sort of products that Arbonne sells. And if I was on her team, then she would get commission from whatever I sell.
Right. So then she's essentially above you now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, right.
If I had joined, I would join her team. She would be my upline and she would get, I think it's 15% commission from anything I sell. It might be less. It might be 8.
Still, it all adds up.
Yeah. So she'd be getting 35% from anyone that directly sold from her. I think it's 15% from anyone that becomes a preferred client of yours. And maybe 8% of sales that someone in her team makes.
I suppose that's why the pricing it seems more expensive, because then they're taking off this extra cut to give to their, I guess, consultants, but the company is still making a profit too. So they've marked it up.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's sneaky. Good on you, Arbonne. You've worked this all out.
Yeah, there's definitely some thought behind it.
Consultants get a 35% discount, but they also get 35% commission if people buy through them. So it means that 35% Arbonne doesn't see anyway. So they've already worked out.
They don't care. It's fine.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Of course you can buy products for 35% off. We don't care about it. We didn't see that anyway.
Nope.
I feel like if you were a consultant, honestly, I'd want a way bigger discount.
Yeah,
I sell your products.
Interesting.
You should let me use them.
Yeah, you should get freebies or, I don't know, trial products. Obviously, you want to know what you're selling.
Yeah. I think once you get higher up,
For sure.
you would get some freebies. But low down, because anyone can join.
True. And that's just that one-off fee.
It's a one-off fee. They don't really want to invest in you because it's just like, sure, you have the pleasure of selling our products. We'll see how you go. You can make some money. It made me feel icky. And actually, after looking into all of this, I started feeling icky about earning money with Be Kind Cocoa through affiliate marketing.
Why?
In the end, I sort of made peace with it, but there's a lot of people that use affiliate marketing when they don't use
For sure.
that product.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So they're just paid to have a banner on the side of their page or whatever. But
Yeah.
with your affiliate stuff, it's is it things that are tailored to you, your ethics? Like you won't put anything on your site that's I don't know. Yeah, well, so that's better.
Yeah, I won't put anything on there that I don't agree with, that I haven't tried.
Yeah.
And if I haven't tried it because it's like really expensive or something, then I would absolutely try it.
For sure.
Pretty much. But right now, I think I don't represent many. I think I've got referral links that I just don't use right now, but I'll put them in somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then there's people as well who have like Amazon links. If you buy something through their Amazon link, they get money for it.
Yeah, so true.
And
I guess the fact that you can be one person that's kind of representing multiple brands, it's not the same as just selling for one.
For
and
sure.
of course, then pushing that one because that's where you get money. And Arbonne, as well as I think Amway, they basically sell everything you could think you need in your house, like from toothpaste to your shampoo to
whoa, right,
everything.
That is
Protein powders, all these little things. Fizz sticks is one that's like the top seller.
I have seen them. Is it like it's a healthy soft drink?
It's like a natural caffeine or something.
Interesting.
So I think they market it as it's meant to replace your morning coffee, but it's super expensive. It's like $40-something for 30 sachets. You're meant to have one a day, and no doubt they probably taste great. They're apparently one of the best sellers.
But then you get addicted and you buy more.
You probably get addicted, yeah. And I won't lie, like I've been intrigued, but because I didn't know where I stood on Arbonne MLM, I haven't dived into anything. So I guess I went through that icky stage with myself, came out the other end like, no, it's okay, because I genuinely love everything that I'm sharing, that I'm offering a discount to. There's heaps of things that I'll have a discount to that I don't even make money from. It's just great to have discounts for people. And on top of that, the biggest difference for me is that all these super successful MLMs, they often being like really culty. They've got a cult vibe about them. And it kind of takes the really nice things about religion and like corrupts it. And I'm saying that as someone that isn't religious. So like, shoot me down, I could be totally wrong. But the nice things I see about religion are like these close-knit communities. They look out for each other. They have the same values. And so many of these MLMs, they try to embody that. Like they have getaways and events. They seem to really care about you. But it's only for as long as you're the same as them.
For sure. Yeah.
You're spreading the good word about Arbonne. And so many of these religions, again, I could be totally speaking out of my ass, but things are sort of getting watered down. Like cultures are shifting. Like say it used to be bad to drink coffee or to have sex outside of marriage. Like that's kind of accepted now. So like there are certain aspects about them that are watering down. These communities aren't as communal anymore. I guess religion is sort of, maybe it's not. Maybe I am talking out of my ass. But like I don't notice it that much. Like people aren't praising the Lord all around me. And I feel like there's that sort of community dying down, but people still want it. Which means if anyone does want it, they can be really easily drawn into
for sure.
Something else, anything else. It doesn't need to be an MLM. It could be a book club.
But
a really great book club. But if you see this, like if you've got a friend who looks like they're doing really well, they've been really positive since joining this business, they're going on trips, they're going to all these seminars, that looks really cool. It looks really promising. It looks like you could have that too. They make it look easy.
Absolutely.
I can totally see why people are drawn to it. And I think when my friend joined Arbonne, suddenly there was this group of supporting people. They were rooting for her. They were helping her to succeed. She didn't really stick with it, honestly. Like selling skincare and stuff, it just wasn't for her. So she was a hun for a few months, but she ended up not really focusing on Arbonne. Like she used some products, but she didn't love all of them. So she didn't endlessly promote them on Instagram. But it kickstarted her fitness. She eventually got into bouldering. And so now like I see her every week and it's awesome. So after drifting apart due to Arbonne, now we're really close.
Well, that's good.
So thanks to Arbonne, I guess, for that kickstart.
Thank you.
But she's mine now, sorry.
Yeah. So with your friend, did she say anything about it like after the fact, or did she just basically, you can get out of it by no longer purchasing product?
Pretty much. I think it's coming up to a year now, and all she needs to do to not be part of it is not renew.
Sure.
Like not quite a subscription, but
that
like
fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it means that in a couple of months or something, her website will disappear.
Sure. Yeah.
She wouldn't make any commissions that she might if someone still uses the link. And then, yeah, she loses her 35% commission. Now, for all I know, then she gets heaps of emails saying, oh my gosh, come back.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? But I can't speak to that.
Oh, I don't know. I unsubscribe to so many emails and I don't sell anything.
Stop
sending me stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, that is where we're going to call it a night for right now. I already have enough research to cover part 2. Don't you worry. We're going to dive into the Arbonne car. I've had a few chats with people, so that would be interesting to share with you. And we can go over the payment scheme and more maths for you.
Yeah,
so we can look into if it's even reasonable to make money with Arbonne.
For sure.
To see if this multi-level marketing can work. Wow.
Goodness me.
That's it for now.
Yeah. Good job. I feel like a lazy poo this week. Just no research,
right.
Just coming along for the ride.
It will be my turn soon,
yes.
So that's fine.
Very good. Alrighty.
Take it away, Mac.
If you enjoyed today's show, we would love if you could leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at greengirls.podcast. If you'd like to follow Chloe on Instagram, that's BeKindCoco. Or if you'd like to follow me, Mikaela, on Instagram, that is Mikaela Hoffman or Retro Kitty Vintage. If you want to email us to become a sponsor, or actually for any reason, you can do this via greengirlspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to support us further, you can do this on Patreon. That's all, folks. Look out for new episodes every other Wednesday, because on Wednesdays we podcast. We hope you enjoyed listening to our ramblings today, and until next time, remember, it doesn't matter if you take it slow, it matters that you take a step.
Woo.
Bye!
Bye!